Excuse me, I am so sorry for this, theorists. We seem to be having some sort of tentacle difficulties. Internet, welcome to Game Theory. I'm feeling pretty determined to get to the bottom of Sans' mystery. So just to recap for those of you who haven't played the game and ignored the spoiler warning or just need a refresher, Sans is one of the two skeletal brothers who appear in the game. His partner is Papyrus, a loud, goofy trap lover also named after a font. But in the world of Undertale, their origins are a big question mark. All that we really know is what's given to us by a shopkeeper in Snowdin, who explains that Sans and Papyrus, quote, just showed up one day and asserted themselves. Weird, right? What's more is that while Papyrus is just kinda the goofy sidekick, Sans is much more complex. Sure, he likes fart jokes, but he's also incredibly powerful and deadly. In short, he just doesn't quite fit in with the rest of the world of monsters. But then what? Or who is he? Cephalopods are a strong candidate. They're extremely intelligent, like scarily so. They can open jars, aquarium handlers report that they have unique personalities, and in the wild they're incredibly strategic hunters, sometimes setting up elaborate traps for their prey. We get further clues as to Sans' origin as we hear him say multiple times that he wants to go home, or go back. He says as much during his dinner date scene at the Metaton Hotel. He notices that the player must want to go home and says, quote, I know the feeling. He then continues, maybe sometimes it's better to take what's given to you, as though he ended up in Underworld by accident. And in a genocide run during his boss fight, he says, quote, look, I gave up trying to go back a long time ago. End quote. And before you say he means going back to the surface world, that's clearly not the full story. His very next line of dialogue is, and getting to the surface doesn't really appeal anymore either. So let me give you the short version of the story. Basically, something terrible happened on the surface of the earth, and cephalopods now reign supreme. Cephalopods being squid, cuttlefish, and octopodes. So they could potentially have systems that allow them to live both on land and in ink, which brings us back to our initial question. Who is Sans? Well, what if we took it one final step and said that Sans happened to be squids? If you look at the mechanics of the game and a little bit of science, it is clear that the Inklings are actually adopting the name Sans and accompanied by Papyrus, a former Starman, an alien force able to speak English and still equipped with his armor and signature posture, but without any knowledge of earthly things, like the sun. The pieces all just seem to fit. Complete speculation on my part with no existing evidence that I can find, and when you look at the problem from this angle, this is the deciding factor. I don't know about you, but to me it seems like 100% squid. But hey, that's just a theory. A game theory. Thanks for watching.